people who have put the guns on them. We are not going to go to Terminator, but our company is not trying to do this.
My bet is on you to make sure that we don't go to a Terminator world.
We are distributor guys. So UniTree is a Chinese manufacturer. It's been on the market since 2016, and they have developed quadruped robots. The interesting thing with the quadruped robots is that as opposed to normal wheeled robot or truck robot, they can climb stairs.
Yeah.
So they can do safety missions, they can do surveying in buildings, and basically what these robots are about is it's a data gathering platform. So you can have 3D LiDAR, which means that they will be able to avoid collisions automatically, or they will be able to do digital twins, mapping in 3D environment. You can equip them with arms, so they will be able to go somewhere and then grab something and put it somewhere. Some of them are able to open doors, close gouges, and these kind of things. You can equip them with thermal cameras, so they can see infrared.
Yeah.
And if something is overheating, you can do it. And you see, they are very, very robust. And
how do they keep their stability?
Yeah, the mode is a bit fast here. And they can carry up to 80 kilos, 40 when it's a mode of a workforce. They have an autonomy of 7 hours. The more you load them, the more they have to climb, etc. The lower the autonomy, but 4 hours is a good working area. They can dock themselves and recharge themselves. They have a protection index of 67, meaning that they can go into water. They can be.
Okay.
68 is even more, and it can be immersed. So it's really interesting when they have to be deployed on environment which are very difficult. Imagine an earthquake and you need to send things. They will be able to find their way most of the time. So they're very, very versatile machines, and depending on what you put onto them, you can have a great result. You can make them totally autonomous by programming them. They are open platforms.
So you don't necessarily need the control.
I don't need the remote control.
Okay.
There is a remote control to bring it to A to B, etc. But you can really program them completely. That's the idea. The family is, there are 2 guys in the family. There is a Go-2. The Go-2 is a little version.
A smaller version.
The Go-2 has 6 different versions. The 2 for entertainment, you could have it at home if you want, etc. And 4 for programming. So they are also cheaper in price. And they are very, very demanded by universities, higher education, innovation, R&D labs for proof of concept, etc.
So, what's the difference in use case between the smaller dog and the bigger dog?
Well, the bigger dog is really for a workhorse that you can use in the industry and really push the limit. The smaller dog has a lower autonomy. It's 2.5 hours. You have less space to put sensors on it.
Yeah, that's true.
You can still put it with an arm. It's basically often proof of concept. I will do my whole application with AI on the small one, and then I can transfer it to the big one, and I don't need to have a big dog sleeping whilst I'm doing other things. Also, it's smaller, so you can, sometimes teams like to have something smaller they can carry with hand. I mean, this guy is 85 kilos, this guy is
almost
15.
my weight.
Yes, so you need to be 2 people to carry it or move it. This one you take it more or less, so it's quite interesting. The small one cannot climb very steep stairs or standard stairs. It can climb 16 centimeters stairs, so which is still okay. This one can climb 20, and it can even go up to 40 centimeters high. So
Oh wow.
it's
Okay.
quite, they are quite strong things. And then we are Generation Robots. Generation Robots is the distributor of UniTree in Europe. We distribute. We have a website in French, English, Italian, German. We have a subsidiary in Germany. We are in Bordeaux, in the south west of France.
In the wine
Next
region.
year we will have a subsidiary in Italy, and we want to go to the UK quite soon. And we develop a lot of
Yeah.
robots. Even we sell a lot of robots. Sorry.
So here I see, like, because this one I know, the spot inspection.
Yes,
I've seen
exactly.
it actually in using at Anheuser-Busch at their breweries.
Yes.
But what is the difference between the UniTree robots and the Boston Dynamics one?
Basically, the use case is the same.
Yeah.
After that, it's a question of each manufacturer has its own software, its own types of sensors. The Boston Dynamic has an excellent software and ease of use. You really, when you buy the spot, you can take the tablet and off you go.
Yeah.
The UniTree one, you have to program them once, and then you can do whatever you want. After that, it's a question of autonomy, of payload, of ability of working with different sensors. But at the end of the day, those are quadruped robots for the same type of mission, same type of things.
Okay.
We also do mobile, etc., etc. So quite a lot of stuff. So if you are on YouTube, check generationrobots.com. That would be very nice.
And what's the difference between the quadruplets versus the standing
So
one?
the quadruped is one line of product, and the humanoid robots are now the new evolution, if you want. You can think of a quadruped robot standing up, and that's exactly the same idea. Actually, this trunk is actually what is inside here. It's the same thing.
Ah, good.
And UniTree has brought, normally humanoid robots are very expensive. They are prototypes. They cost between 250,000 to 1 million, and generally you see
that's
one
very
or two with a lot of cables in the past, etc. So this is the first humanoid robot that you can deploy to higher education, R&D. It's about 100,000 euro, and soon we have this one coming. So I don't know if you can see it.
So that's the next version of
That's
this
the
one.
next version. Yes, it was released. Well, we got it. We were informed last week, so it's really brand new. It's called the G1, so like George 1. And there will be 6 different versions. One will be following you, starting at 16,000 euro, up to 54. It's 1.30 meter high, and the very interesting thing is it has sensors in the feet. It has sensors, grippers in the hands, and you will see that it can
And
have
is
the
it
mobility, and also you can see how agile it is.
very flexible?
It's very flexible, yes. It's right. So this will be delivered, produced and delivered around January, December, January next year.
And it's fully powered by electrics or also hydraulics still?
No, it's electric.
Oh wow! Because I also saw like Boston Dynamics also released
Yes, yes.
The new Atlas.
Yes.
I think you also have Tesla with their Optimus. So like the
Yes,
landscape
yeah,
of
they
robotics
work
is
with
increasing.
hydraulic, yes.
But the technology is very cool, very interesting, but it can also be very scary. What would you say to people looking at these images to make sure that they understand that these robots are there to they're going to enrich our lives, basically, right? But what would be your message to convince people of that?
Well, many people told me we are going to lose jobs, etc., etc. So first thing I say is I have a job because of these robots. So I'm a living proof of the contrary. And indeed, they will enhance, in my humble opinion, they will enhance quality of many people. I mean, look at ChatGPT, how easy it makes it, I'm sure, for you, or AI videos. Now you don't edit yourself, you probably use an AI to edit, this kind of thing. So I believe mostly that these robots will help us if they are not used for military use, but it's not what we are there for, at least us. And I believe, imagine people at home who need help. If these guys can be there and help people, it's really amazing.
No, yeah,
Imagine that you have you're 75 or 80 years old and you need to have someone coming every day. It's horribly expensive. You don't find anybody. So this is a good example. And I believe it will, exactly like internet or AI now, it will create a lot of jobs. And of course, we have to adapt. I mean, you know.
That's actually a very good use case that you
had,
shared.
for example, we sold a lot of humanoid robots in the past. There is one called Pepper that probably you've seen. It's a white one with a nice face, and we put it in retirement homes. And at first, people were like, "What is this?" But then it became like the mascot, and they were attached of this. So if they have if they are not looking aggressive, if they are not scary, people like them immediately. The dogs are immediately adopted. This is funny because being the spot or being the small one, they're immediately adopted. So I think it's also a part of the design of the robot. They are not all Terminators, let's put it this way.
Is there anything that you want to ask?
Yes, I have a question regarding the military. That you said that it's not the use in the military, but
Well,
I saw.
we signed. We don't want to have our robots used for the military. So,
my,
but
my
we are not.
question was because on Wednesday I saw him fighting. So
yes. Well, like everything, you have people that will use them in the military. We like them to be to protect humans and to be there where people will not be put in danger. So that's what we try. I mean, you see videos on YouTube. You have people who have put guns on them. On the other side, you have some that are used to be to find mines and take them. So that's cool. You have some. I read the other day that one of the spot died because he was shot by someone in the States, and the police went to check. And instead of shooting a policeman, they shot a dog. What can I tell you? You will have both things. Hopefully, we are not going to go to Terminator, but well, our company is not trying to do this.
Then my bet is on you to make sure that we don't go to a Terminator world.
We are distributor guys. So yes, we try to do things for safety, for preventive maintenance, to prevent accidents, to go where human cannot go. I mean, think of a nuclear plant. Now we are decommissioning some nuclear plants in Europe, and you have to go in irradiated environment. Before it was human going with dosimeter and checking, can I go, can I not go? And now you can send a dog or any kind of other robot. So you have good things, of course.
All right, thank you very much.